What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the Justin Diedrich channel. We are back with more draft content. Like I said, we're going to have videos leading up to the NFL draft this week. Today, I'm coming with you guys. It's an important topic. Everyone always likes to know about the quarterbacks. It's one of the most, it's the premier position in the NFL, the most important position in the NFL. And some of the most polarizing players to scout are quarterbacks. Every year, there's controversies about the quarterbacks. So today, I'm going to be giving you my list of rankings for these quarterbacks. And we'll get into it. Before we get into it, though, you can see I'm wearing the same thing I'm wearing in last videos because I'm filming these all in one day, except for my final mock draft that'll be filmed right before the NFL draft. So, you know, we get all the news and whatnot beforehand. But the rest of these are going to be filmed in one day. I'm doing a filming blast today so we can get all this content out because it's finals week for me. And I'm busy. So we're going to get through this. We'll start with our quarterback rankings with number 1, Caleb Williams. He's everyone's quarterback one. Unless you're living under a rock and just don't like him. Let's be real. People say there's character concerns, he paints his nails, he cried on the field. Whatever. He's a good football player. The arm is insane. The accuracy is insane. He's one of the best improvisers we've ever seen come out of the NFL draft. He's fast. He's athletic. He's got a good pocket presence. What I worry is because he's such a good improviser, he's not going to be able to stand in the pocket. I said he's got a good pocket presence. He senses pressure well, but he doesn't stand in the pocket for very long. So there's a big worry for that. I do think Caleb Williams is going to end up being a very good NFL quarterback. I just think he is. He's my quarterback number 1. For quarterback number 2, it's Drake Maye. There's a lot of talk about Drake Maye not being that good. I don't like to address these guys. I call them box score scouts or comment scouts, where they're in Instagram comment sections, specifically under NFL draft pages, saying, this guy is not good because he only put up these stats. Watch tape, bro. Stats don't tell the full story. And Drake Maye even had good stats along with amazing tape. The frame is there. Williams is kind of like the improviser type build. Maye is more of the stand in the pocket, I'll take a hit, deliver over the middle. He does his best work over the middle of the field. The arm strength, best in the class, in this draft class. He just needs to, he's athletic too. He just needs to work on playing on time and in a rhythm. Sometimes he can get a little bit off time, a little bit panicky in the pocket when he senses pressure. But Maye is a really, really good quarterback. My quarterback number 3 is Jayden Daniels. Daniels had a meteoric rise this season. I mean, coming up and winning the Heisman after having some expectations, but no one had Heisman expectations for this guy. I mean, he played incredible football this year. The arm strength is amazing. The deep accuracy, best in the class. I know he was throwing to Malik Nabers and Brian Thomas Jr., but my God, he was on point with all these throws. The deep accuracy, amazing for Jayden Daniels. The athleticism clearly is there. He's the fastest quarterback in this draft class. Probably just the most overall athletic. The issue with Jayden Daniels is overall general accuracy. He can be late on reads every once in a while. He'll look over the middle of the field a little late, and he'll hit his guy, so he'll get the stats on the board, but it's behind him, it's late, it's into traffic, not as much open space as there could have been. Sometimes on throws, he just struggles over the middle in general with those late reads. Accuracy can be behind. Daniels works outside the numbers really well. He just needs to be able to have a coach that can develop him to work over the middle of the field rather than outside the numbers. And I think in either one of the situations, he's probably going to end up in either New England or Washington. He's in a good spot for that, to be able to learn and develop over the middle of the field. My quarterback number 4. Hear me out. I know this guy's controversial. He's a pretty good football player. I have a 3rd round grade on him, which for quarterbacks is draftable in the 1st round because there aren't nearly as many. And you might say 3rd round grade, why not take him in the 3rd round? Well, quarterback's a more valuable position. You're going to take guys who aren't graded 1st round guys in the 1st round. It happens every year. J.J. McCarthy. He's a winner. I know that's what everyone is going to say. He's a winner. He just wins. The arm strength is really, really good. It's raw because the accuracy is not great. This is his biggest issue because the pocket presence is good. He knows when to run. He's athletic. The strength is good. The build is good. The frame is good. He plays on time and in rhythm, and he makes reads, but he doesn't always hit them. He had a lot of open guys at Michigan, so he'd complete the passes and they'd win the games, but the accuracy was sometimes behind. He'd miss passes. He'd sail passes over guys' heads. He never had an issue with throwing short. He'd always sail passes, going over guys' heads. The accuracy, I'll admit, is a very concerning issue for J.J. McCarthy. But it's something you can work on. It's not like he's 5'10". You can't work on that. I mean, it's not like he moves like a rock. You can't work on that. You can work on accuracy. I know it's a big thing, but it is workable. It is. Okay? McCarthy's my quarterback 4. QB number 5 is Michael Penix Jr. I love Michael Penix Jr. And it's saying QB5 seems almost like, oh, you're not a fan of this guy. And I love this dude. He'd be quarterback 1 in a lot of other classes for me. This is just a really stacked quarterback class, and my issues with Michael Penix Jr. are the injury history and the age. I hate it. He's tall. He's got a good build, good frame. The left hand doesn't matter. I know that people like to say lefty quarterbacks aren't good. It doesn't matter, dude. He's good. The accuracy is off the charts. The deep accuracy is insane. The deep arm is good. The eye is good. He makes reads. He's on time with his reads. He's making smart plays. Doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Does fumble a little bit. But the interceptions he keeps to a minimum. Plays really well outside the numbers. He hit some of the best outside the number accuracy I've seen scouting. I've been doing this for the past 4 years. Penix is some of the best outside the number accuracy. The issue with Penix is he's an older prospect. He's 23. He'll be 24 by the start of his first NFL season. How much room is there to develop for him? Plus, the injury history. He had 3 season-ending injuries back at Indiana. That's severe. That's serious. I know there's probably NFL teams who are looking at that as like medical red flag history, and they're going to stay away from him because of that. I take into account everything when I'm doing my big boards for players. I take into skill. I take into athleticism, build, frame, combine, Senior Bowl. As much as I hate it, stats, film, history. It's something I take into account. Penix, that has to be accounted for is the injury history for him. It just has to. Without that injury history, he probably jumps J.J. McCarthy for that 4th spot. But he has it in the age, so I'm going to put Michael Penix Jr. at 5. We'll go through 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 a little bit faster. My number 6 is Bo Nix. I don't like Bo Nix. Plain and simple. I do not like this dude at quarterback. I do not think he's very good. I do not think he should be taken within the first 3 rounds. I don't like the arm strength. The athleticism's there, sure. I don't like the arm strength. I don't like the build. I don't like the accuracy. He doesn't play on time. He had a lot of wide open guys, and he was always a little bit off, saved by his receivers. I'm not a Bo Nix guy, as you can tell. So we'll move on from that one. My number 7 is Spencer Rattler. A lot of people think Rattler can go in day 2, and it's a lot of just intangibles, things you can't teach. He's got a really, really, really strong arm. I haven't dove too much into Spencer Rattler's tapes. His biggest issue is turnovers. He likes to play hero ball, make some throws that end up in a lot of interceptions. You can't really hero ball it in the NFL, but if he can learn to kind of reel that in, I think he can end up being a good quarterback. At the number 8 spot, I'm going Joe Milton. This dude is all intangibles. There's nothing on tape that you like. That sounds bad, except for the arm strength. This is the strongest arm we've ever seen. He comes in with the strongest arm in the draft. Plain and simple. Strongest arm in the league, maybe. Plain and simple. Then we'll go with here at number 9, and number 10 we'll go quickly. My number 9 is Carter Bradley out of South Alabama. I think he's going to end up having a good career. I think he could end up being like a Case Keenum guy, long-term backup. He'll make a living being a backup quarterback in the NFL. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And at 10, Michael Pratt. I wasn't a fan of Michael Pratt's tape a ton, but he does make good throws. He's similar to Carter Bradley. I just think Bradley plays a little bit more safe and a little bit more sound overall polish in his game, but Pratt's pretty similar to Carter Bradley. I do think he can also make money in a long-term backup role for the NFL. And I don't see any issue with taking these guys in the 5th, 6th, or 7th round. So, yeah, there you have it. Shorter video for you because I'm pumping out a longer video you saw before this with the mock draft, and then the day of the draft or the day before the draft will be my final mock draft. You're seeing this one today, and you'll be seeing a hot takes video. Don't know if that one's going to go up before or after this, but you will either be seeing it or have seen it. So as always, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the Justin Diedrich channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of the videos. There's going to be a lot of videos being uploaded after the draft, analyzing everything. I'm a draft freak, so you'll see a lot of content from me, especially because school will be over. So you'll see a lot of content. But like I said, leave a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what your rankings for quarterback are, and I will see you all in the next episode.